And that is the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying.
Simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Logan. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
That one good for 33 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. This is Logan, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Logan. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And 15.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ross Blacklock, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 51 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
5-yard line. The Ravens take.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30.
2nd and 8. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
At the Texans' 45-yard line.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Benardrick McKinney able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 66 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage. Doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be brought back to the 22. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That's caught out wide by Stills. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson rolling to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's get off the field. Shoot. Alert.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Put it down. Check 25.
1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On first down, Logan. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Matt Judon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Reset. 19.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
I got you. Watch 36. 36 to my
From the gun, Watson. And down inside the 15 he goes. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 72 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Makes the score.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this carries into the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now. It's Logan, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike, set. 19. Here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 40. Alert. Check. 48. 48 for Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Rush in. 9. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's crossing.
They run again with Logan. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. T.J. Logan saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long.
48 the mic.
And they will take a knee here.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Today's final score.
And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.